Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka nabina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good morning Instagram fam, friends and followers of as-Saafiy. And welcome to another episode of Revert Reflections. In the hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr, which has been at the center of our discussion this week, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, he likened faith to a garment, saying, "Inna al-iman la yakhlaq fi jawfi ahadikum kama yakhlaq al-thawb." He said, verily faith wears out in the heart of one of you like a garment wears out. So brothers and sisters, faith, like a garment, gets exposed to different things that affect its condition. Clothes are exposed to the elements, to the environment. They're exposed to normal wear and tear, exposed to unclean substances that stain the clothing. And they're also exposed to pointy objects and objects with jagged edges that may tear clothing or poke holes in it. Similarly, brothers and sisters, faith gets exposed to things that adversely affect it. Doubts, ignorance, anxiety, depression, disappointment, desperation, temptation, conflicting experiential evidence. Islam tells me something, my experience tells me something else. I'm having a hard time reconciling between what I see and what Islam says. Bad company, sins, and so on and so forth. Our iman is exposed to these things on a daily basis. And just like clothes get exposed to those things which adversely affect it, iman gets exposed to these things which adversely affect it and expose it to wear. But we know from our own experience with our garments that the more a garment is protected from the factors that adversely affect it, the better we take care of it, the longer it lasts, and the better its condition will be. So it's as if the Prophet is saying, just like you take care of your clothing to make it last longer, you need to take care of your faith. The same, brothers and sisters, is true for faith. The better we take care of faith, and the more we are attentive to our faith, the longer it will last and the stronger it will be. It's almost like this is at least part of what the Prophet is saying when he says, "Inna al-iman la yakhlaq kama yakhlaq al-thawb." He said faith wears out like a garment wears out. And just like you're keen to stave off, to minimize the wear and tear on your clothing and to make it last as long as it can, you have to be equally keen, even more keen, to protect your faith. And if you protect it, the longer it will last, the better condition it will be in, the stronger it will be. But conversely, if we don't take care of our faith, if we don't actively concern ourselves with safeguarding it, with increasing it, with minimizing the wear, minimizing what it's exposed to that will bring it down and make it weak, if we don't do those things, brothers and sisters, our faith will be ruined. It may be irreparably damaged, and it could even be completely lost. So now the question comes, how do we take care of faith? We know how to take care of garments. We know how to use the best detergents, the best fabric softeners. We know how to hang it up instead of putting it in the dryer and exposing it to that extreme heat. We know how to do these things. How do we protect and safeguard our iman? Inshallah ta'ala, this is what we will look at in tomorrow's lesson, or in tomorrow's reminder or reflection. Until then, brothers and sisters, as always, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless your houses, to bless your spouses, to bless your children, to bless your sources of livelihood and income. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to shower you with His blessings, to surround you with His protection, to bless what remains of your day, to bless you and make you blessed wherever you may be. Allahumma ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.